Hi, and welcome to Michelle Creations. We are making another little jar today. I've decided I want to try and go through all of my old molds and make at least one of everything so we can kind of see what they all look like. And then I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to put it in the bag with the mold so I can see what it looks like. So if I'm looking for something, I don't go, oh, is this one or does that look like that? So this is just going to be more for helping me organize all of the molds that I currently have and get them into a place where I can see everything pretty easily. So this mold was a Temu mold. It's got a pretty little pattern around the edge. It's got lots of little, I would call them like little pearls around the edges. And I went ahead and took a silver marker. This is a metallic acrylic paint pen, and I just dotted all of the little circles just to make them stand out a little more. I'm pretty sure that should come out in the resin as permanent part of the resin. That way we don't have to worry about it at some point fading off or rubbing off as somebody touches it and uses this piece. So I'm just going to fold that right side out again. There we go, and I got a little bit of silver right there. I'm going to get a towel and just wipe that out. There we go. Beautiful. And the same thing here. Got just a little bit of cleanup, and I knew I would from flipping it inside out. That's pretty much inevitable. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just wiping the edge here. Okay. Now we're good. Now I'll just push it up all the way so that it's in there. And I'll be darned if I don't have a little... I even tied my hair back and I still ended up with that little hair right there. We go. So just making sure that my mold is nice and clean still. A couple little gray specks. All right, that looks great. So I made some clear resin, added some of our crushed crystal, my gremlin dust, and mixed it in really, really well. It doesn't take very much at all, just the tiniest little bit amount, I promise, is plenty. Just like the very end, I use my popsicle stick. Well, usually I stir with a popsicle stick, and then I just take the very end of my popsicle stick and the wet end of the, from where I was stirring it, if I could find one, or this works fine too. And I'm seriously talking like that much. You dip it in there and that's all you need. And even, you know, tap it off so that that's not a glob. I call it gremlin dust because it spreads like crazy. When you get it wet, it multiplies like absolutely crazy. It's awesome. Love, love, love it. All right, I'm gonna find something to put this on so that it doesn't get resin all over my counter or my top. Okay, and I let that resin just dribble down into this because we're gonna do a marble effect today where I've mixed a couple of different colors and we're just gonna drizzle those colors down into our resin molds. And that'll give us a really pretty marble. And I always start with a clear and then mix it from there. And I'm just squishing the tip because it's got a little nub right there at the end and I want to make sure it's got resin in it. And then I'm going to roll it around the edges just to make sure we get resin in all of those areas. And then we should be good to go. All right, so we have, this is our clear with our crushed crystal. I also added some Marabou, and this is the rainbow alcohol ink. This also multiplies like crazy, and it's got a really colorful shimmer shine to it too. I got a hair right there. I do not want that in my mold. I shed. Does anybody else shed like crazy? I feel like worse than my dog sometimes. It's crazy how much I'm shedding. They say it's stress related. I work at a school district, so you guys all know there can't be any stress at a school. That's always calm. These are the colors we're using today. I have our clear with the crushed crystal and the Marabou alcohol ink in it. I have Rolio. This is pigment. This is Cyan Rock Candy. It's a really pretty tealish blue. I also have Rolio, and this is called Nightshade. And then I added, I want just a hint, because your metallic colors tend to take over. So this, oh my goodness, excuse me, so sorry. This is sterling linen lining. It's sterling silver is what it is. So I have all of these colors that we're just going to marble into our mold, and we've started with the lid, so let's just go ahead and we'll continue with it. I'll move these out of the way because I'm going to dump one. I know okay, I've already done that. Let's start with blue and see if we can get the blue to end. And then purple. A little bit of our silver. And then I am going to take a stick and push that down in there just to double check and make sure that we've got that tip filled up. And I'm just dragging that paint down with dragging the color down with me to kind of mix in with that clear that we have in the bottom, or I guess that's the top. All right. Moving on, let's see, I started with blue, right? We just layer. These have fully cured, and they look beautiful from the bottom. So let's see what we ended up with for the rest of it. Wow, that is stunning. We ended up with a clear layer almost all the way around the center. Wow. That is so pretty. The silver did stay in these, not so much in these, but I don't know that I'm gonna mess with it. I don't know, we'll try it. Very pretty. The inside's really pretty. No bubbles. Oh, one little bubble maybe right there. So pretty. Oh my goodness. All right, let's try this one. Also very, very pretty. This is where your bubbles get caught, is underneath that rim, and I don't remember running anything under there. So I have a bubble here and I have one there, but we'll fill those with UV resin. So pretty. Oh my goodness. The colors are gorgeous. I love the blue in there. I'm glad I took our popsicle stick and shoved it down in there to force that blue down into the bottom. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What do you think? We'll put a cork on the bottom. I domed it just enough. There's not even a sharp edge around the edge there. Or there. It's perfect. It's man. So I just have these 2 little bubbles to fill in, and it's done. Try some. This is our fine. It has some filigree, some decoration here on the side too. Let's see what it would look like if we filled it in. Can you really tell it? I think you can. Oops, that wasn't what I thought it was. Nope, I'll wipe it off. I don't like it. Nope, I don't like it. Okay, off it comes. There's enough silver in there. I don't think it's really even a necessity. If I hadn't put the silver in it, then maybe. And there we go, wipes right off. Okay, I'm going to leave it just like it is. If you happen to like this box, I will put it into my online store. It'll be available for purchase. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them down in the description below. I do read through and I always respond to all of those. If you don't mind, give our page a like. Hit the subscribe button if you found value in what we did today. And I hope you all have a wonderful Mother's Day, and we will catch you next time. Take care. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.